I love it. Fuego went and did her own thing, featuring Fuego, and Gentlemen After Dark. Okay, I like that. So,
If we have a group picture, I'll do a group picture.
no, you good? We had a group picture in Memphis,
Yeah, we did.
but
West Memphis.
I
We
like
need.
the self identity. I'm good with that. Please and thank you. We are live, you guys. We are live. Let me see here. Okay, we are at the Grand Prix. Shooby Doo.
Oh, you can hear that?
Yeah.
That was loud because that was outside in front.
Wow.
Had some horsepower on the sound like
Yeah, whatever it was. All right. Shooby Doo. We on the move, y'all. Let's see here. We are live. I don't know what's up with my music ain't playing tonight. Maybe I should go to the music now. There
you
we
gotta
go.
pay the band, man. You gotta pay the band if you want them to play.
Pay the band, right?
Pay the band.
I don't hear it.
Nah.
Um, yeah, I don't hear it. I'm just having all kind of difficulties. Oh well, such is life. I'll just say good evening to those who, you know what? Let's do it like this. Um, what the dude would always say, you bull dot bull sugar and what something
Bull jiving.
bull jiving. There it go.
Uh,
Oh, oh, look.
This has its
Hey,
own
I'm trying to
magic.
bring the West back. Tell them that I said that. Avenue to true respect the youth surviving setbacks. I'm from where you gotta keep it glocky for the get back. And every time I drop somebody hockey on my dispatch, got her like, ooh, like the way he move, like the way he talking, how he doing what he do, like the way he step 1, 2, 1, 2. Get to know me, baby, take a walk in my shoes. I be dropping his, hey.
Good evening, and good evening. It is Gentlemen After Dark. We got some folks already in the building. They here early. I see you. Busy's in the building, y'all. He says, good evening, peeps. Sharita's back. I see you. Good evening to you. Talina's in the
Hey,
building
sis.
2 times. Soul Body Mind Detox. Dana is in the building. Good evening to you. I call him Clutch, but that's Eric. What up with you, man? Thank you for being here. Really? What's happening, grown folks?
good morning. Yeah.
What's happening? Man, thank y'all for being here. We got 15 viewers in the building. Fuego's here. Look at that. Everybody just being creative. I love this today.
Lolo taught me
Ooh,
how to do that from my phone. I was having
okay.
can't get on
Okay.
my laptop, so
Shooby doo. Hey, y'all.
oops. Put that down.
Snoopy Cliff Mellows in the building.
Asking.
Okay.
What up?
Berdina's in the building. Tamara's in the building. Memphis represent. I see you. How you feeling, Tamara?
Cameras in the building, Memphis.
Okay, somebody echoing.
Yeah.
I hear
Hold on,
me.
make sure I ain't okay.
Yeah, oh, okay. Anywho, good evening to you guys. Welcome back. Vincent, I see you, man. Thank you for being here. Welcome back. Before we get started into this tonight's episode, I just want to just extend a warm apology to the neighborhood. No, last week was a rough episode. It was heavy, as they said. Some of us have said, and for anyone who has been offended by our content here, I do apologize to you. That is not the intent. The intent is to provide us with conversation from a real life standpoint. So, everyone here was here prior to, minus Snoopy Cliff Mello. He just jumped in. So I'm going to just catch him up real fast, and then we're going to start the show. Just a little bit of housekeeping. We're going to do we're gonna do. Hold on, let me see if I can fix that because I can hear it too. Let's see. Nope, it ain't the dude Devin. Let me see. Nope. Nope.
Oh wow.
Last but not least, we're gonna try one more time.
It's Miss Day.
Nope,
That's what
it's
it is.
Miss Day.
She in the green room bull jabbing. That's what it is.
I don't know. Is it me? Let's try that. Anywho, hopefully it ain't too unbearable. Snoopy Cliff Mello, we just all agreed that we're gonna make sure that we grant everyone the space and opportunity to speak. Miss Day is not here right now, but we just gonna, if you really got a point, give me that one finger or something so we can make sure we capture everybody's thoughts. And then I gave everybody an opportunity to kind of express themselves based on last week's episode. So I think you got your finger up. You got something you want to say?
Yeah, like I told you last week, this is your show, my brother. You know I love you. For those who believe in the Bible, quote the Bible or whatever, it says there's this a brother or friend that's closer to you than a brother, and you are that. So, like I told you afterwards, I never want to be a distraction to you or to anybody else. Having said that, I apologize to no one. Uh, there's a thing called conversation, which we have to learn to respect. And in conversating or conversing, you have to speak, listen, and if need be, rebut. That's what a conversation is. Me being the man I am, and you know me for damn near 50 years now, I don't tolerate disrespect. I'm not, whether it's from man or woman, you're not going to overtalk me. You're not going to, if we're going to conversate, we're going to do it mutually. You say your point, I say my point, we agree to disagree, whatever. This is real life. And to the folks out there who've been listening long enough, I've said this a million times. I'm not on here to make friends. This is entertainment. I'm on here for my brother. He asked me to be a part of this. If you ever ask me not to be a part, ain't no love lost with that either. But if I'm on here and we're allowed to speak our piece, I'm gonna speak my piece. If you think you live in a world where everybody's gonna agree with you, you're gonna have a hard time in life. If you think you live in a world where you're gonna overtalk somebody and they just gonna take it, you're gonna have a hard time in life when you meet that one. And I'm here to say I am that one. So this is entertainment. Like I explained to a million people who've questioned me about certain things I've said, whether it's comically or seriously. Most of it's entertainment. But when it's my opinion, it's my opinion. Devin has his opinion. Fuego has her opinion. And I don't fault nobody for that. Because like I said before, what y'all eat don't make me shit. Who y'all fuck don't make me come. I don't care. Nobody on this panel lives in my head. Nobody. Except for you, my brother. Because, we got a connection that ain't nobody can understand. But other than that, y'all don't live in my head. So y'all can have your opinion. You ain't going to hurt my feelings with it unless I feel it's personal. So far, it has not been personal. Even when Amanda was on here, it wasn't personal for me. I'm passionate about what I had to say. She was passionate about what she had to say. The next time I saw her, we were cool. But if you understand entertainment, sometimes it gets like that. But if you stay in your feelings, like I said, you're going to have a hard life. That's for anybody out there. And you can DM me. Don't DM Onyx. Clifton Lewis on Facebook. Mellow LA Gentleman on Instagram. DM me all you want. And we can have a conversation. But other than that, I'm going to be me. So if I talk and you don't want to hear me, tune me out.
I appreciate you, man. Thank you. So with that being the case, you guys, we're going to have a little fun. I'm going to throw a little curveball tonight at my Grown Folk Network. We are going to continue having grown folk conversation, real life. But tonight's episode, we're going to have what I would like to call the great debate. Ha.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I like that one, huh? The great debate. For those of you guys that are on the top row with myself, you will be arguing the affirmative. You will be arguing for the topic of discussion. For those at the bottom, you will be arguing the opposing. You're against it. Okay. This is going to
Switch
be
my box.
interesting. Switch your
We'll call
box.
it division.
Switch my box. Switch
It
my
get real
box.
down here in the gutter.
Oh boy, switch her box. She
Me and
said.
T need to be on the same team.
Oh no, oh no. and honestly, let me see. Well, you know, the fellas, yeah, they be
I
representing
can
anyway.
handle it.
So you can handle it.
I
All
can
right,
handle
here
it,
we
'cause
go.
Fuego down here with me, so I got this.
Shoot, be do.
Let's do it.
All right. So right out the gate, dang it. Oh yeah, that goes in the trash. Let me go ahead and just get us started. Again, this is not a question. It's going to be a comment. It's going to be a comment. The comment is this. This generation of men want submissive providers.
Oh boy.
Oh boy. This generation of men want submissive providers.
We are for that, or we against it?
You are for it.
We're for it. Oh my goodness.
I'm
And
glad
we're
I get to
against
be against it. I'm glad I'm on the other side of this one.
The top is for it, the bottom is against it. Do y'all need it again?
Bark like a dog.
On your way to pay that mortgage.
Here we go. I'll put it up one more time for you. Doobie-doo. This generation of men want submissive providers. Who would like to start? We might as well go for the affirmative. Let's go affirmative. Y'all
We got to give
quiet.
examples of what we want.
You have to argue the point, whatever that point is, in conjunction with men of today want submissive providers. What is a submissive provider? They want somebody that's just going to give them the world, right? But they want them to do that submissively.
Well, that sounds like a pimp.
Here we go.
Right.
Ain't that a pimp? You working and you gonna bring me back my money?
Put it in my
Well,
pocket.
and everybody ain't qualified to be a pimp. So let's get it.
That's for real. I mean, I think I've heard some young men speak about, what they want from a woman. They want you to cook and clean and take care of it, get down in the bed, right? And do all of that. They want them to, in their terms, submit, right? Which is a little more controlling, it seems to me, right? Like it's more controlling. Be where I want you to be, do what I want you to do. And, they want them to provide. They want them to, they want to be able to just kind of lay up on them a little bit, So they ain't really pimping because they ain't got that skill, I don't think. But I think I have seen some evidence of some young men who like to just, they want to be the one laying up. You do what I need you to do and do it when I say do it. But I'm chilling. I don't have that responsibility. So.
Yeah, if I got to go by the music, because I don't have too many this generation friends, I would have to say along the same lines to Lena, the young men want to be able to do least as possible and have the woman carry the load. And then still appear to be the man. So, like I said, if you listen to the music and they the man, but then they quote unquote, it's not me saying that, they bitch is, like doing whatever they want them to do, bringing the money to them too in certain ways, even though they claim to be making the money and they may be doing the least.
Mm-hmm.
And they think that's okay.
Yeah. Because, they would look like, she my sugar mama. Don't let her be a little older. Oh, it's really getting down. Like, I ain't got to do nothing. She bought me a bike. Like, she done bought me a
Oh, dang.
bike.
Did you say a bike? I hope
no,
that's a bicycle.
yeah.
I hope that's
No bike. No, that's real. No, I mean a real bike. I have heard that, honestly, where, she done bought him a bike. She buying him stuff. She taking him to dinner. And part of that is, they look at it like, well, it's the competition out here. You want to get with me. It's more, it's less of us than it is of y'all. So you want to get with me, then you got to pay. Now you got to kick like he's the prize. Not like he's the prize, but that seems to be the sentiment.
okay. Lolo, anything?
Well, let's just say this. We keep running around saying there are the men are our kings, right? So how is a king treated?
Okay, here we go. Here we go.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, here we go. How is a king treated? Now we're arguing for the affirmative. Let's go.
You're washing his feet. You're making sure that he's taken care of in every single way. You're making sure the house is being run the way it's supposed to be ran. You're not questioning what he does or does not do. You expect that he's going to do what he's supposed to do, and you leave it at that. So, submissive provider. That's my point.
Get down, Lolo. Get down. That was great.
Sound like Jay Jackson.
Really? Really?
I just got to play my role.
If I can add to it, since Miss Day is not here, that evens everything out a little bit.
Well,
oh, you want me to do it like that? Next. No. When real life scenarios, like Lolo just said, the king part. I don't work. I don't have no job. I'm just here chilling at the house. I'm playing PlayStation, Xbox all day. When you leave, I'm eating a bowl of cereal, chilling like a villain. I'm playing my game. When you get home 8 hours later, I'm still on the game. But I don't expect you to be saying nothing to me. That's how some of us operate. Don't say nothing. Don't worry about it. This is the way I was when you met me. This is what I'm going to keep on doing. I don't have no other expectations other than when I make a little change from hustling a little bit, guess what? I'll share. Outside of that, yeah. I ain't going to do none of the above. I'm just going to keep enjoying these benefits. And true to what Talina said, yes, there are some ladies out there who are showering us with all these lovely gifts. I wish somebody would have bought me a motorcycle and I didn't have to buy it myself.
Man,
but I did. That would have been nice. Can I get a couple of some rims and tires for real? But yeah. So with that being the case, for the affirmative, everyone has spoken. This is going to be interesting. Okay, for you opposing to this thought process, let me just put this up again. This generation of men want submissive providers. Submissive providers. Opposers, what say you?
So when it says this generation, we're talking about the people between 25 and under. Is that the generation? I just want to make sure what generation we talking about.
Don't complicate this.
I'm not. I just need it. I just
Yeah,
need some
what's better?
context.
In the
I done
times
had
that
time
we
to
live
prepare
in
an
right
argument.
now, in the times that we live in right now,
To
which is a
support
mixture.
Devin as your counterpart here, let's go with that.
Okay, so thank you.
You welcome.
So
I'm your teammate. I'm your teammate. I got you.
yeah, right. Tag me in now. So the cats that I've been around, they may be lazy. They may be slightly bummish, like we were saying last week, but they still don't want their woman to like support them. They still want to be like the breadwinner so that they can say, "Hey, I make this much money," or I'm doing this, that, the third in the household. So this is why I control things because I pay this bill, I pay that bill, I give you money for your nails, I do this, that, the third. We're talking about this generation. So I don't agree with they want somebody to take care of them and they just sit back and do nothing because, like I said, they might be lazy at work, but they're at work. And they still like, man, nah, man, my woman ain't finna. I run that. I run that because I pay this, I pay this, I pay that. So that's just the experience that I've had around guys that's younger than me. They have I'm not gonna say an older man's mentality, but some of the values that they might have gotten from their granddad or their dad or maybe an older uncle, they're taking it and they're kind of taking it out of context. So they may, have some of the points and some of the other points they kind of like, nah. 'Cause like I said, some of them kind of lazy. They don't want to do everything that would be required, but they still want to be the one that say, "Hey, I'm gonna put my on the table because this is how much money I make. I make more money than you. I provide this, I provide that, and I want you to be submissive." So that's my disagreement on
And in addition to that, this generation also, because the economy and the cost of things, I think this generation that Devin is the age group he gave might also be this generation of 50-50. Let's just go in together. Like they like the thought of tradition, but they can't afford the thought of tradition. So this generation is like, let's pay half.
Yeah.
Let's go 50-50 and we good. So they may not depend on the submissive piece, but they, because they can't afford it.
Right.
I always go with the general outline that separates the boys from the men. A man don't want that because he understands the paradigm of a relationship and the power shift that's going to happen if you have a woman that's providing. It's going to be kind of difficult to have her be submissive because she's out working or you know she's spending that time to provide. Then she's going to be able to say, oh, well, I don't have time to be submissive. So if you're a man, then you understand that you don't want your woman to provide and be submissive. You kind of want there to be balance, just like there needs to be balance in everything.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah.
And I was thinking along the same line as Miss Three that I think more often than not, it's at least them wanting a 50-50. That's what I believe. But we talk a lot about on the show about, men wanting the women to be submissive and men wanting to be leaders and stuff like that. And I think I think that it's on the rarity. Not on the rarity, but I don't think that the numbers are very high about men who really want a submissive provider. It's just we talk a lot about the women who want this and that, the women who just want money. They're after the men for money. So which is it? Do they want the money or they want to be the provider?
Mm-hmm. Oh, let me just read this comment. Good evening, Melanie. I see you. She says 50-50 makes you a roommate.
I disagree.
Oh, yeah.
Uh-oh. Mello says he disagrees.
Even if it's not 50-50, just both putting in. I think that's
You have to give 100% in all categories. So when you say 50-50, is that just monetary wise? Is that emotional support
I'm
wise?
talking about
Is that
monetary wise. I'm talking
Oh
about
no,
provider wise.
I was just responding to the comment. I think
Well,
all aspects of the relationship have to be 100, 100, 100, 100 for it to be smooth and work. You're gonna have your ups and downs and your bumps along the way, but we might go 50-50 on the bills, because that's what our jobs may allow us to do, and everything still needs to be 100% coming from each person in every category.
Mello.
Um, yeah, I actually agree with what Doughboy just said, but I was gonna give an example of there's a kid here at my second job, Home Depot, and I call him a kid. He's a man. He's damn near 30. But his point of view is this: as far as he would be definitely be for the submissive piece. Um, we have debates about the contribution of women and their role, and he feels throughout history the women always have the lower end of the stick, and it's the men who have put in the work. He feels that he's the one that makes the money, so she is, because I think somebody says put a comment says it's not just the money, so he can make the money, he can do all that, but she is supposed to cook and clean and the sex whenever, however, all that he dictates. So yeah, when I say bark like a dog, he wants his lady to bark like a dog. That extreme. He wants to be the king in every form, shape, form, and fashion. But it sounds more like a dictator or being very dominant. But I guess if there has to be a dominant if there's going to be a submissive. So he definitely will fall in line with the four category. Now, as far as the 50-50 comment made just a moment, I'm gonna just take it as being financially. And I don't know if it was you, Onyx, that sent me that one reel with the brother who was speaking how in this day, in this time in which we live in America financially, you almost be hard pressed to find somebody who it can't be 50-50 because everything is so high from the some eggs on up to your mortgage. So unless you just blessed with that you can take care of everything, which the average person is not. Your relationship has to be financially 50-50. But where I agree with Doughboy, your 50-50 is your 100%. So you're giving all that you can to help to contribute with this relationship.
Yes.
Facts.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. We got some good stuff here. We got some good stuff here. Any final thoughts?
I don't think kings are made. I think kings are born. And I kind of stick to the same thing. It's either in you or on you. You can't put it on and take it off like a t-shirt. Your woman is gonna respect you as a king if that king is within you. But if you display actions of a peasant, then you're gonna get treated as such. So I'm glad it's instilled in me to be a king. No matter how much amount of money I can make, I could be broke, I could be rich, and anywhere in between I'm still gonna be a king.
And absolutely. And I wonder if you're always going to be a king because that's the way you were taught and you were raised to be. When there are men out there that have no clue what that even means because they did not have a father figure in their life or in their home to give them that strength of this is what it means to be a king. So absolutely, I'm glad that you had that position for that. And this is maybe a future debate, but this debatable like I can't teach my son. I know what I want as a woman, what a king looks like for me, but it's unfair for me to teach my child what a king because I'm not a man. So that's his dad's responsibility. And I think that's his dad's responsibility. I can tell him what I think it is in my perspective. But that's what I mean by if a child is not, and he's fine, but if a child is not raised by a man or doesn't have a man in his life to give him that, then he might miss out on what Doughboy has had the advantage of having to claim
Well,
himself as a king, which is beautiful.
I was raised by a single mother, and she did a great job. I being when I say being a king, it was within me. I observed my environment and things that were going on, and saw what my mom went through as raising us as a single mother, and knew that I had to fill that void when I grew up to become that man. It wasn't taught to me by a man. So when I say a king is in me, I don't like to speak for other people, but being a king is in me. It's something that I feel that I deserve, and I present myself in that manner to my partner. So she naturally wants to submit to me as her king, and I treat her as my queen.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I,
I
I
was
had to
just
give
getting
it
ready
to
to
you
say that,
early.
Teresa.
I just wanted to real quick speak to the comment that Busy made about in this day and age, everybody has to pitch in. Well,
Yes,
I
sir.
think that's probably where that 50-50 mentality came from because in previous generations, you might have had a man and a
Right.
woman that was married and they had 10, 15, 20 kids. So she could stay in the
Yeah.
house all day and you got 20 other people outside of the house working to bring into the house. But then going back to what Snoopy said, now it's a lot more expensive and you don't have that many kids. So you can't have that many kids in the house because everything is so expensive. So now it's like, okay, well, who is it going to fall on? The adults,
Hmm.
the man and the woman. So if he got to go to work and she got to go to work and they both bringing their check to the table, they paying the bills together, that's where I think that some of that 50-50 mentality comes from because you don't have a busload of kids that you can go take out and work in the field and bring back food and money to the household as a collective whole.
Okay. 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 Y'all, let me see if I can find. Y'all doing good. I appreciate you. I see you.
Yeah.
I see you. Didn't collapse at all. For those of y'all who just joined us, Mello, uh, Undertaker said you need a light. He said you need a light. We can't hear you. Unmute yourself. Unmute yourself.
All I saw him say was "damn it."
Right.
You
Damn it,
gotta-
boy.
Damn it,
I
There you
said,
man.
go.
Undertaker, my cash app is Clifton Snoopy Mello 14. And that's for anybody else who want to make donations.
Oh shoot.
Donations.
This is what we were talking about, you guys. This generation of men want submissive providers. I threw a little curveball in for tonight's episode of Gentlemen After Dark, which is entitled The Great Debate. And we're just doing something different, a little bit fun, um, to give us all an opportunity to have a different perspective. So, with that being said, the top row is the affirmative, the bottom row is the opposing. Our next thought, our next resolution, that's what we're going to call it. Women don't want to hear what you think. Women want to hear what they think in a deeper voice. And Bill Cosby said that. Bill Cosby said that. We're going to
Rocky
start with the
Marciano.
affirmative. We're going to start with the affirmative.
Uh,
I agree 100%.
he
Is that is
lying.
that is that is that good? Is that good enough? Is that affirmative enough? No. I think there was a few posts about you know women and their thoughts. There's women are very emotional, the emotional half of us, right? So a lot of times when they respond, they're responding from a place of feelings and not necessarily logic. Doesn't mean they can't be logical. And so when you're having a conversation, argument, debate, whatever you want to call it, women tend not to listen because they're in their feelings. And so they like repeat what they said in a deeper voice, louder voice, screaming, yelling, closer, far away, walking down the hallway. They don't really want to hear what you got to say until they get their point across and they feel heard.
Oh,
I
yeah.
back to piggyback off of Doughboy. I think because I saw this video too. I think it was the same one you're talking about, where he said that women lack emotional intelligence. So if a woman doesn't have that emotional intelligence, she's gonna want to hear you agreeing with her in your voice, meaning, "Hey, I need you to let me know I'm right."
You're right.
So I think
You're
that
right.
you see what I'm saying? Like, "Hey, I think this." Okay, yeah, baby, you're right. Okay, yeah, let see. You see what I'm saying? So it's like now he said it too. The man said the same thing, so he agrees with me. So that means that I'm right, even if he's just co-signing just to get it out the way. Like, okay, yeah, whatever. Yeah, you're right. You're right. You're right.
And that's a bad thing to do because once you start co-signing, if you co-sign for the car, you're gonna need to
You got
co-sign for the house. You're gonna need to stop. Don't do that co-signing because that's gonna become a pattern that you're gonna have to continue because now she's gonna feel like everything she says based on her feelings you should agree with, even though you feel that way. It's okay to understand why she feels that way and where she's coming from feeling that way, but that does you shouldn't necessarily agree or co-sign.
Right. Okay.
Just tell me what I want to hear. Just come on. Just, you cut out a lot of time. Just
Hey, that's the real lady right there.
Oh, yeah.
Just tell me what I want to hear. Mm-hmm. Okay. I would think I would hear a little bit more from y'all with these ladies.
no.
No, no. Okay. Okay. Well, we're gonna put it up once again. Women don't want to hear what you think. Women want to hear what they think in a deeper voice. Opposers.
That's hard for me because I agree with that.
That's not how this goes.
It's hard, Jack. Next
Can
time
I
we
Oh
switch
no.
sides?
got to prepare
No,
arguments.
sir. No, sir. You was on
Me and
this
Fuego
team.
can switch.
You on the bottom, Cliff. Make it happen.
Hey,
Ooh.
sometimes that ain't all bad. Damn it, man. Well, sometimes the woman needs that reassurance. So, as men, whew, I don't know if I can believe
Did he say, whoo?
as men, I know for me, I do have to listen because, damn it, man. Like Doughboy said, they are coming from emotion. I feel you not doing this, or maybe you should do this, or even if they just talking about stuff at work. And like like Devin said, you may be like, yeah, 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 and you ain't even really listening. But as the man, sometimes you have to listen. and yeah, you have to listen.
Do be do. Man.
I don't get it. Oh yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry.
That was hard. That was hard for you, Cliff.
Put him out his misery. Put him out his misery.
Irony.
Oh my
Oh my
God.
god.
That's crazy.
I love
That's
it.
funny.
Okay, ladies.
Wait, put the question one more time because I had my thought, but now I'm just cracking up.
Women don't want to hear what you think. Women want to hear what they think in a deeper voice.
Come on, T. Come on, T.
Rough. I'm opposing that statement, right?
Yes.
No, we for it, aren't we?
No,
No.
we're against it.
You're against it. You're at the bottom now. You're against it. You want to go back with your comment?
Oh yeah, yeah. Like I said, I was agreeing with. Oh no, we're against that comment. Okay.
Yeah.
No, I said it right.
Okay.
Y'all need an
Oh
example?
boy.
We should
Yeah,
go to
'cause
the
it's hard.
Bahamas. We can't really afford it right, baby. You know what? We should go to the Bahamas.
Look at you. Hey,
Yeah,
wait a
right?
minute. Hey, we ain't switching.
No, I was
That
just
was
giving
an
an
example
example.
again.
I was just giving an example.
Oh shoot.
Man, it's tough. I need to think of a few more minutes.
This is why
So
debate teams have to
Okay.
let me
get
let
stuff
me read it.
prepared.
Let me read it again.
Yeah, we didn't get
I'm
time
a,
to
I'm a,
prepare.
I'm a jump.
Right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
ain't no preparing. So women don't want to hear what you think. Women want to hear what they think in a deeper voice. So for me, it sounds like women want you to agree from a male's perspective with their thought process. So, case in point, I've heard a young lady say, "I'm a big deal. I'm a big deal." Okay, yeah, you probably are a big deal. But what are you doing to make you a big deal? What does your life consist of that's making you a big deal? Most times we're just supposed to, fellas, supposed to just agree with what the lady is saying, whether she's right or whether she's wrong. She don't want to hear no other facts about her being wrong. She only wants to hear when your men are in agreement with what she has to say.
But you're for it then.
That
Your
part.
argument was for it.
Yeah, I'm confused.
Yeah.
Ain't no switching, remember?
Right.
Well, I just use it as an example for you guys to be able to speak to this. I ain't switching. That's not
Well,
my comment.
even
I just
I'm gonna take Doughboy's example about going to the Bahamas. He said, and you can't really afford it.
Mm-hmm.
Now, there's a way to play on that to put it in her voice, depending on the preparation. Maybe we can't afford this baby right now, but you know what? That is a good idea. We've been going to San Diego for the last few years. So, how about we put together a plan to save the money to go to the Bahamas? That way, you get what you want, right, baby?
No, because you're not listening. That's not what I wanted. You're not listening. You're not listening. I told you what I wanted, so
Right now.
I'm gonna give it to you. We gonna go, but
that's not what I said though. I'm practicing affirmative. That's not what I said though.
Someone wants to be heard. I'll just shut up.
Berdina says some women want to be heard and not just shut out. If we're not listening or allowing each other to speak, then we aren't effectively communicating.
That's what I was trying to say the first
There's
time.
the C word.
There's that C word again. Communication.
Cliff.
Yeah, I think I was going to kind of shut up. I think I was kind of going to that because I think, you know, they do still want to be heard. You know, you guys are saying this. I'm saying, I keep getting it mixed up. I can't. That question is stumping me. I can't get it together.
Feedback.
I can't get it together. I can't. I'm sorry, neighborhood. I can't get it together. I keep thinking I'm on the right thing, and then it sounds like I'm saying I'm for it.
Live here on Gentlemen After Dark. Wow,
Yes.
grown folks. It's a shakeup tonight.
It's a shakeup.
It's a shakeup.
Hey, we're gonna watch the Great Debaters, and we're gonna find out exactly how to do this. So next time we do it, it's gonna be on point. We on point
For
now.
sure.
Yeah. Melanie says, "I'm mad that y'all are making it seem like all women are unreasonable."
Well, that's a big
Are
statement.
are
'cause
they?
It's never really all. It's never
a
really
debate.
all. But the majority of women, like I said, they react on most things based on their feelings and how they feel about something. You know, you can say it's hot outside. Well, I feel like we shouldn't do this and that. But see, now you're talking about feelings. You feel like, well, let's just talk about what it is. So it's not that women aren't unbearable. I mean, it's they speak emotionally most of the time instead of logically.
Oh yeah.
Well, I think
Just
I think
saying,
that could be true, but there's a lot of us that think quite logically. I tend to go on the logical side more so than on the feeling side on a lot of things. So I would simply say that, well, you know, there are women who try to manipulate that conversation so like they can get what they want out of it. I do believe sometimes. I do believe that at times they don't care what you're really saying unless you're saying exactly what it is they want. Period. That's it. Shut it down. If you're saying what it is I want, then I'm good and go for it. Other than that, they're not hearing you. They're just listening to what you're saying.
Right.
Okay. PK, I see you. Melanie, I appreciate you in your participation here. I hear myself. Who is
It is
listening to
you.
themselves out loud?
You. Only you.
Me?
Yeah, that sounds like you, Dana.
Me? Did he say what? Okay, here we go. He said Dana. Anywho,
Oh, you heard that?
yeah, I heard that. This is interesting, but I do like it. Where is there? That's
Auntie
not
Lo?
me. That's not me.
No.
Let me see something. I'm a mute
I
ball.
think she had her finger up, but I
Yeah,
could be
I
mistaken.
put it down because I'll just wait.
She got
Okay.
nervous. Go ahead. Speak your mind.
No, I was waiting. So if I'm understanding the task at hand, we are against the statement that you put up,
That is correct.
which is
Right.
basically saying women only do. Okay, so I'm not even going to read it. I'm just going to, because that's where you get confused. I'm going to say that there are plenty of women that are intellectuals and like to have a good, stimulating intellectual comment with their guy. It's good for the mind, it's good for the body, it's good for the soul. Because if you have a really good intellectual comment, ain't no telling where that's going to lead afterward because it's stimulating. So I am definitely going to have to say negative on that. There's a whole lot of avenues you can explore when you open your mind, listen,
Mm.
say what you want to say, be heard, listen to what they're saying, get a new perspective, maybe or maybe not, and have some stimulating conversation. So I'm going to have to say I oppose that comment.
That's why if you offer an alternative to going to the Bahamas, the right woman is going to be with that. She's going to understand that.
We could go to Catalina.
Yeah, see? That's a start.
Down the street.
I still want to go to the Bahamas.
I was about to say you setting yourself up for next year because it's still gonna be the Bahamas. You said
Look,
we still ain't been to the
That's
Bahamas.
the
That was
affirmative,
2 years
right?
but
ago.
that's why. But going to Catalina, we'll be able to save for the Bahamas.
But that's not what I told you. I said I wanted to go to the Bahamas, and you're not listening to me.
I got to call
Man,
my
y'all.
side girl.
Hey,
I gotta call my
this is
side.
a revolving door. We're gonna be doing this all night. Just
And eventually you're gonna have to say, you know what, baby, you okay? Okay, we going to the
we
Bahamas.
going to the Bahamas. We gonna go on around there. Damn.
We could save so much time and energy if y'all would just agree with us.
See,
Mm, mm,
See?
mm. I love it. I love it.
coming from Fuego
Mm,
Fuego.
I
I
like
can
it.
agree. I can agree when you can make it make sense to me. See, I have this motto. It's explicit and it's called fuck your feelings. Okay? So when you're making a decision, remove your feelings from it and make a logical and reasonable decision. If we can't afford it, it's not reasonable. It's not logical for us to go right now. So if you're coming to me and saying that we need to go to the Bahamas, then you're not being logical or reasonable. You're being
Mhm.
unbearable. You're being confrontational. You're being bratty. And then that's when those arguments start because you feel like I'm not hearing you because I'm not giving you the answer that you want to hear.
So it sounds like now we're doing open discussion.
No, that's
I was about to
Double,
say, no, what side are you on? Like, what side you on,
I'm
cuz? You
still
know
on.
what?
I'm on the same side. I
dialogue.
just, in closing, I
I didn't
state.
hear Onyx's point of view.
I love it. In closing,
In
Yeah.
closing,
Did you
huh?
do the debate yet? Did you
Great
understand your
debate.
Yeah.
Here
assignment?
we go. Women don't want to hear what you think. Women don't want to hear what you think. Um,
you
they
disagree with that.
uh, they don't want to hear what. No,
You think?
they do want to hear because that's the opposite, right? They do want to hear it.
Right.
Right.
They want to. They want to listen.
yeah,
They
that's what
want
I'm
to.
talking
They
about.
they want to be reasonable, as Melanie then said in her comment. They want to be reasonable. They want to hear what you have to say,
Do
hubby,
they?
boo, my guy, my king. They want to listen to you,
Whatever you like.
right? They want to be submissive to you. They want to cooperate. Do they?
Absolutely not.
Damn it.
Do they? I don't think so. I mean, I'm sorry. Yeah.
Come on, you
Yeah.
guys.
It's-
Come
So the
on.
debate has ended. Basically, the debate has ended.
Hey,
And
come
we
on.
I
free
think
form
we
right
just,
now. Can we
Come
go?
I
on.
Can
think
we
we
go to
just
free form?
dissected.
You want to
We
move
go
on?
ham.
All right.
Let's move
I
on.
appreciate you guys. Like I said, I just wanted to do something different, man. Try something different. I love the uncomfortableness that it brought because
Yes.
we all have a sense of who we are, what we will accept, what we will tolerate, what we won't. But when you flip the script and you have to do the opposite of what you are accustomed to, it
Mhm.
becomes uncomfortable, which challenges us to another level.
Yep.
That's the important piece. That's the part that we are missing in our relationships. And I'm not a psychiatrist, psychologist, or gynecologist, but at the same time, I'm understanding I'm understanding us a whole lot better because we are challenging one another to get to the
Yeah.
next level.
True
Success
So
that.
is
with that being the case,
one step outside of your comfort zone.
yeah, we got about
Sharp as the mind.
what that say 9:51, 8:51, excuse me. We got about 9 minutes before Mello leaves. So I'm gonna hit y'all with yet one more thing. Mm, mm, mm. Shoot, be do.
Where is it at?
And this is gonna be a
Go.
two-parter. This is gonna be a
Oh,
two-parter.
no.
Oh yeah.
Lord, Lord.
Help me,
Mhm.
Lord. Help
Lord,
me.
me.
In this time that we live in now, everybody is really high on, do you know your love language? Do you know your love language? What's your love language? My love language is this and that and that and that and that. Grown folk them, if you know your love language, I want you to share that. For the neighborhood, I want you guys to type in what your love language is if you know what your love language is. And
English.
we're gonna is that old English?
No, yeah, dude. The 40s? No, I'm straight on that one.
Melanie said all of them. All of them. I see you, Melanie. I see you. She said all of them. Bring them.
Attention associates.
Mine is observing something, you observing me,
Food.
and then taking care of a need that or want that I didn't even ask for.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Who else? Love language.
So are you basing it on what they traditionally say that they are?
I'm just basing this conversation
Or
off
just
of
general? The
in
five love
general.
languages.
Yes. Do you know what they are? Three?
Yeah. Words of affirmations,
Okay.
acts of service,
Okay.
gifts, quality time, and physical touch.
Physical touch.
And
Yep.
physical touch. Melanie said physical touch. Adrian said, wait, wrong one. Food.
Good answer. Good answer.
And that's
Oh,
Devin's.
yeah.
That's
Make
mine.
sure the beans are seasoned.
You got to put that little seasoning on there, man.
Do you know your
Food
love
is very
language?
important. Food is important.
Very.
Uh,
That's on there.
My two are 4 and 5. Quality
Just say
time,
them. All that. Yeah, nobody
Shit, I
know the
didn't even
numbers.
know
Just
they
say
were
what it is.
enumerated.
quality time, and physical touch.
I
Okay.
did not even know they were enumerated.
Welcome back, three.
Mine
Right.
would be quality time and the affirmation.
Mm.
Okay.
Mine
That's
is
it.
physical touch and affirmation.
Okay. Okay.
I think I'm physical touch and acts of service. I like words of affirmation, but I need you to do something.
I have found that
Oh,
in past
yeah.
relationships that they have failed because they were lacking all five. You can focus too
Absolutely.
much on one area and lacking another.
Right.
So I used to be just one or two, but in educating myself on the dynamics of relationships and what they all require, I need all five.
There
Right.
you go.
I'm
I
like,
think
no,
we
you
all
gotta have
need
that
all
balance.
five at different times. Cause
Right. I was just about to say that.
yeah,
Yeah, I agree.
It has to be
Being
a
I
mixture.
I ain't
but
lacking
what
on none of them. I'm giving 100% on all five of them to my counterpart.
Put all the love in there.
Yeah,
All of them.
Put
get
it
it
all in there.
all.
Giving gifts while I'm
Mm-hmm.
giving physical touch and words of affirmation as I'm. Yeah, okay, never
Woo!
mind. That might be a little
See, and
too.
the food gonna be in there too. You know the food gonna
Right.
be in
You
there
got some
too. Some whipped
strawberries,
cream,
some whipped cream, some chocolates.
cheese.
but if that's your partner, you're gonna do that without thought. I think sometimes we overthink
Yep.
this. I think
Yeah.
this is an example of overthinking a relationship. When you break it down to the
Yeah.
brass roots, yeah, these are the components. But I think, like I said, we all want those things.
Yeah.
Certain things. What, like I said, what I brought
Yeah.
up, which I guess what I don't know what even category that falls into, but that impresses me the most. Somebody, and I just call it
Too.
thoughtfulness. You are
That's acts
that
of service.
thoughtful, and that a lot of people lack
That's
that.
like
And I
access.
think I am a
Mm-hmm.
consider because I love hard. And for somebody to go out of their comfort zone or their take time out of their day to get me some apple juice, that goes a long way with me.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Yeah. A
Mm.
little, a
And
little bit.
how?
Oh,
It,
not
it,
and how.
it's good.
Okay.
It's good to know your
And
partners
how?
what they like, because like if you shower a woman with gifts and gifts means nothing to her,
Right.
then you're kind of spinning your wheels. But so you got
Yes.
to kind of know what she wants, but still give her all of them. That way, she's not lacking in any department. Because if the right person comes through and they picking up in a department where you're lacking, you could lose your partner.
Yeah.
Facts. Facts.
For a
Yep.
couple
And
days.
also knowing that maybe maybe their strength is two of them, right? Then how do we help develop each other, like to get them to the other ones? Like some people might just be limited to their two favorite ones. Although I hear that, like, hey, get all five in there some kind of way,
Yeah.
but it gives us an opportunity to teach each other also, I think.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
I guess I could
Now,
throw out the C word again. Communicate.
Right.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Can't get
And
away
Communicate.
from
ask for what you need. Yeah. It's
Knowing your
talking about what it
partner.
is.
I was about to
Mm-hmm.
throw it up, but I think I shouldn't throw it up because that might be misconstrued.
Some
it.
people are afraid
Don't do it.
I'll
to.
do it for you.
Some people are
Oh,
afraid to tell their partner what they really want because they might get rejected. And so I feel like when don't limit yourself and don't be scared of rejection from your partner. I mean, you have to communicate it and be willing to let them make the adjustments in their time and in their way and receive it like that. So and vice versa. And I think that could help a lot with moving forward and having a better relationship.
Yeah.
Hmm.
I think
Definitely.
a lot of people probably don't know what their love language is. Um, more than, I mean, seems like everyone here does, but I believe a lot of people probably don't know, even though this has been a subject for many years, but they don't know. And um, knowing, and they do change too. They can
I,
change, but just knowing where you are,
mm-hmm.
it's a lot of self awareness in that, which goes a long way in any kind of relationship.
Right.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Oh,
I dig
yeah.
Learn
it.
yourself, love yourself. I say it all the time.
No doubt.
So, so with that being the case, you guys, love, love,
Love,
My guess.
love,
It's
love,
right?
exciting and
love.
new. Oh, that love.
Well,
It checks
Was
all
that
Our
the
Eartha Kitt singing the Love
Lord.
Boat?
the
the
love boat,
love.
right?
Expect me.
Love.
Okay.
Yes.
So with that being the case in love, and everybody's so happy, go, ooh, and we're not gonna extend this conversation to go on and on. But before
For the
Mello
break of dawn?
walks away, right?
Oh, oh
Have
no.
you ever taken the moment to figure out what's your trauma language? What's
No.
your trauma language? What's your language that triggers you as an individual? And no, I don't want you to answer that question. This is a rhetorical question for the grown folk them, for the neighborhood. We all
That's
have
good.
things that trigger us, but how do we deal with them? Do we deal with them? Do we run from them? Do we acknowledge them? What is it that we're doing? I want you guys to think about it. No, I'm not a therapist. I'm not certified. I don't got no certificates of completion, no degrees. But guess what? We all are affected by it one way or another. Our past life, our current life, our childhood life triggers trauma. If you don't know what those are, find them. But I will leave you with this before Mello, how much time you got?
2 seconds.
You take the two and I'll just read this to you later.
Oh no, just everybody have a good evening. We got pre-sale tickets for the Gentleman's 12th annual, $15. Uh,
Oh, yeah.
yeah. No, I love all y'all. Different
3 for
degrees.
the panel.
Three
There's
for the panel, damn it.
there's
What's the birthday
Philea, there's
price?
Agape, there's Eros. So you know, somewhere along the line y'all fit in there. G's up.
Snoopy Cliff Mellow,
Look,
y'all. Shooby doo. Trauma. This is how it was defined in Google when I Googled it. Trauma language, that is. Trauma informed language refers to the way we communicate with and about individuals who have experienced trauma. The goal is to create a safe and supportive environment by avoiding language that could be triggering or re traumatizing. With that being the case, you guys, that's something for you to think about. As always, we do appreciate you being here. Your input is vital for us. If you have not done
mhm.
so, please don't forget to hit that subscribe button, like, comment, and share and subscribe. Tell a friend. Next week, I'm going to tell you how many viewers or subscribers we actually have because I haven't updated that. But the goal is to reach 500 subscribers on YouTube at least before the end of this season. And we are now on episode 10. Is that what I
That's
put?
crazy.
Yeah.
10. We got 4 more episodes to go, you guys, and this season is over. So please share this with a friend. They can watch it on their way to work. They can watch it on their commute home from work.
Yep.
For those of us who have been straining our eyes and watching it on our telephones, if you are watching from YouTube and you have a smart TV, you have a YouTube app.
Cast it.
You can watch
The
it
Mm-hmm.
on the
best.
big
On
screen,
the
you
big
guys.
The
screen.
best.
You can watch it on the big screen. So, watch it on the big
Mm-hmm.
screen, type it on the little screen. I don't mind. With that, any final thoughts, any final comments from the grown folk now?
Learn
We need to
yourself,
watch
love
the great
yourself.
debate.
Go
Please
watch
go
the great
watch the
debate.
movie. It's a good
We need
Everybody
to go
watch
movie.
the
watch
great
the great
debate,
debate.
It's a good
right?
movie.
Listen to your
Next time we're gonna
ladies
be
and
in
tell
there.
them what they want to hear.
Oh, wow.
I thought wait up. We just said already that
Oh,
the game
wow.
was
Sorry.
over and you steadily playing.
Oh, yeah.
I love what Doughboy
Yes.
just said. Love yourself. Is that
Learn
what you said?
yourself.
Love yourself.
Yeah.
Love
Learn
yourself.
Love
Love
yourself.
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 Learn
Learn
yourself.
yourself.
So
There
you
you
can
go.
love yourself.
Mm-hmm.
So you
Very
can.
important.
Yes.
Very important.
From the desert to the sea and to
Absolutely.
all the cities in between, we bid you a good evening.